Hey, Kristen Levanway here in Phoenix. I have been getting a lot of questions lately about trustee sales, so I thought I'd give you 5 facts about trustee sales. First of all, what is a trustee sale? Well, here in Arizona, most homes are sold through a trust deed rather than a traditional mortgage. And with a trust deed, the lender, the bank, has an instrument that allows them to sell the property outside of the courts in the event that your loan is in default. So this is done through a third party, which is called the trustee, and they hold this deed that gives them the power to sell the property and give the proceeds back to the beneficiary, who is the lender. So how do you know if your house is scheduled for a trustee sale? Well, a notice of trustee sale will be filed with the county recorder, and they're going to send a copy out to you using the address that they have on file for you, either the residence or, if you don't live in the residence, the address they have on file with the tax assessor. The notice is given 90 days prior to the sale, and it includes the date of the sale, the location, and all of the parties who are involved in the sale. So you have all the information that you need to do the research on the situation with your property. Okay, so what should you do if you receive a notice of trustee sale? Well, first of all, don't panic. You've got 90 days to figure out what to do. So take a deep breath and get on the phone with your lender. You may already be in a dialogue with them, but be talking with them about what the situation is. They don't want to foreclose on your house. If there's another alternative, they're more than likely to work with you on that. So get on the phone with your lender, make sure you understand the situation and what your options are. Start researching. Get in touch with some professionals who can give you some additional advice, such as a real estate agent, tax attorney, accountant, real estate attorney, anybody who can provide you with some information so you understand pros and cons of each of your options. So what are your options? Well, typically, if you're behind on your mortgage and that's the only problem, it's a short-term situation, a lot of times a bank can set up a repayment plan for you so you can get caught back up and then the trustee sale will be canceled. If that doesn't work, if it's a longer range problem, they may be able to modify the terms of your loan either by reducing your interest rate or extending the term of the loan, something that will reduce your payments so that it's more affordable and can remain in the home. If that doesn't work, then most likely you're going to be looking at a possible short sale situation. That's where you sell the home for less than what is owed to the bank, and then they approve the sale, and then you move on. And it's a way to avoid foreclosure. You're going to have to lose the house, but it's usually less adverse impact on your credit. If none of those options will work for you, then most likely the home will be sold at the trustee sale. What happens after the trustee sale? Well, I think this is one of the points that's most confusing to people. They don't get a lot of information about what happens, but there's one or two things. If the home is not sold at the trustee sale, then it goes back to the bank and they're going to start preparing to put the house on the market. So at some point in time, you're going to be contacted by most likely a real estate agent who represents the lender, and they will work with you to set up an exit strategy. They can kick you out that day, but more than likely than not, they're going to give you a little time to pack up and move out. And if you leave the house in good order, they may even be able to offer you a cash incentive. A lot of people choose to move out before the trustee sale if that's the inevitable conclusion, and just to avoid all of that, but that's typically how it works. If the house is sold at the auction, at the trustee sale, then you're going to be working with the new buyer. They now hold the title to the home, and they don't have any agreement in place that really forces them to allow you to stay there. So they could evict you. Hopefully they're going to work with you again and give you some time to move on out. But that is a possibility that the new buyer will come in and ask you to vacate immediately. So it's a lot to take in, and definitely if there's anything I can do on my end here to help out, please shoot me an email at kristen@hereinphoenix.com. I would be more than happy to sit down and discuss the options with you and help you put together a game plan for you and your family in the event that this is something that you're facing. Thanks for listening, and make it a great day.